Hey everybody, Jennie Potter here. This is just a quick tutorial on how to use stories to build your business on Facebook. And first I'm going to cover, why do you use stories? Why would you even want to use stories? What are stories? What am I even talking about? So if you're there, this is a good tutorial for you. If you're far more advanced, if you're already using stories, if you're using stories on Instagram, if you are comfortable with Snapchat, you probably are going to already get this concept. But essentially, stories is something that Facebook brought on that is like, it's kind of a fleeting look into your life. And so when you post in your stories, not on your news feed, but in your stories, it's going to last for 24 hours and then it disappears. So you may be familiar with this. You might have seen other people's. You might be wondering how to do it. And this is just a quick kind of why and how to. So I'm not going to get into crazy advanced detail. But I will tell you that this is a trend that is not going away. Facebook loves stories and they reward you for using them. So the more that you're engaging in other people's stories, looking at stories, liking, commenting, um, and creating stories of your own, this is going to be really powerful. It's going to be powerful for your whole Facebook interaction and algorithm, not just for your stories. One of the cool things about stories is that it's kind of like backstage. It's sort of like your news feed is like, this is my amazing life. This is what's happening. This is, you're really putting thought and intention into your news feed. If you're not putting thought and intention into your news feed, think about your news feed as an advertisement for your life and go in there and check. Is it all quotes? Is your company name all over? Is it just webinar invite after webinar invite? Is it other people's funny stories? Can someone look at your news feed and know who you are? Pictures of your family, things of you having fun, great shots, moments, quotes, but a nice mixture. And then of course your Facebook Lives. Your profile picture and your cover photo. If you're not kind of sure what to put in there, watch my other YouTube video that talks about setting up your profile. But right now, let's just talk about stories. So if your profile is, people are looking at that to see who you are, your stories is like kind of like backstage. It's like what's going on in your day-to-day life. A lot of people are going to say, Jennie, my life's too boring. There's nothing going on in my life. I have nothing to post to my stories. But you've got to eat. And it's crazy, but people love it when you post about food. So post what you're eating. If you're not eating, post how you're not eating. Post why you're not eating. Post, your favorite makeup tip, or post, when you stubbed your toe. Post with makeup, without makeup. Don't be perfect. Your stories are a place for you to just be you, be real, and share some little things that are going on throughout your day. You can intermittently post things like a sale that's happening. You can post little highlights about your product, or a highlight about maybe someone ranking up on your team, that kind of thing. But try and keep it to a minimum. You want to really show backstage in your life, and then every once in a while, boop, there's this just little momentary like flash about what's going, a special that's happening, or a before and after, or somebody hitting a car bonus and you're so proud of them. These are okay to put in there intermittently. And a lot of people want to know, like, how many stories a day am I posting? So, you can start with a couple, like just work that muscle. Don't forget about your news feed. These are two separate things. Do not post your Facebook Lives and your news feed posts on your stories. This is super important. If people start to notice that everything on your news feed is in your stories, you're going to either lose people going to your news feed, or you're going to lose people going to your stories. They are two very separate things. So just make sure that you're not just posting to your story as well, but you're keeping them kind of separate. And so, if you think your life is too boring, just take a snapshot or a selfie filling up the car, or, you're at the grocery store. I mean, right now there's a lot of crazy things going on in the world, and maybe you had to leave the house to go somewhere and get something. Maybe you're on lockdown, but just post about what's happening in your life. Maybe your kids are home with you right now and they're not normally. Post about how you feel about that. Post if you're going crazy. Post if you're doing a jigsaw puzzle. Just share who you are in your life. And, this is really powerful. There's a bunch of ways that you can create interest and followers with stories. And so we'll touch on a couple of those. But first, I want to just share the basics. When you go to your Facebook profile, you will see right there, see that blue line? It says add story. And so you can click on that and it's going to take you to an option. Except it's not taking me to an option. That's hilarious. Oh, it's a picture. That's why. Take you to your story. You're going to click on that, and it's going to take you to the next option where you can do text, where you can post a photo. And so let's just pretend you grab a photo. So you grab a selfie of you baking in the kitchen for the first time in forever. Okay, so it's a selfie of you baking, and you want to say baking keto. So baking keto muffins first time ever. So now you can just leave it like that, but you can also click, and I'm going to just share with you, see if I got a picture of it. You can click in the top right corner, and in that right corner, it's got like a little thing, and I think it says stickers. Click on that, and it's going to take you to a section where you can add music to your story, you can add text, you can add like dancing little people, you can add emojis, you can add a poll, so you can ask a question. So let's just take that post that we did. You can say baking keto muffins for the first time. Does anyone want the recipe? Okay, and then you can click on the little sticker. It's going to give you a poll option. You click on poll and you can say yes or no, or yes, give me yesterday. And so then people, when they see your story and they want the keto muffin recipe, they can click yes. Another way to do a story is like cooking keto muffins for the first time. The next picture is the muffins going into the oven. The next picture is you pulling them out with a huge smile on your face because they look amazing. The next picture is like your child eating one. And the next post is anybody want the recipe with a yes and a no. Okay, so you can get creative. You can do lots. Like, there are people that post like 16 stories a day. Now, start out slow. Start out with like 3 to 5, let's say. Make a crazy goal of 3 to 5 and just do that consistently every single day. You always want something in your story, okay? The cool thing about stories is that when people jump on the story, you're going to see that they've seen your story. You can't hide. So, when you do a Facebook Live and you've got like 600 views and I don't know, 12 comments, or like, 50 views, but 2 comments. So, but you can't see who viewed your Facebook Live. With stories, if someone's viewed it, if someone's seen it, you can tell, you can look. So you want to make sure that not only try things out, like things that get interaction, do more of that. I would be asking a question at least once a week, if not twice a week, like something to create curiosity. So an example would be love keto, hate keto, don't know what keto is. No matter what, however people interact with that, you have a way to, if your company does keto, which of course mine does, if they interact with that, then like, okay, they hate keto, message them like, hey, I saw you hate keto, did you have a bad experience? If they say love keto, like, awesome, I love keto too, do you take any kind of exogenous ketones to help things along, or do you just do pure keto? If you or swap recipes or add them to your recipe group. If they don't know what keto is, bingo, like, hey, do you want to chat? I found keto 6 months ago. I freaking love it. I have so much more energy. Me and Dave have dropped 50 pounds combined. Let's chat. So you want to do things that create an interaction. You want to do things that like are funny and just really, if you're funny, be funny, that create, and just create a reaction, create hearts, create likes, create comments. The cool thing is when someone likes your post or if they comment, it shows up in Messenger. So you get a message from them like, so and so commented on your post. And so it shows. So make sure that you're paying attention to who's looking, who's watching, who's interacting. Don't do a poll and then do nothing with the poll. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything. I do want to share with you that you can also go to your stories from Messenger. So I just took a little screenshot of my Messenger there, and you'll see up in the top there's a plus sign. So you can add to your story. You can always see your story there, and you can click and see what other people are seeing, or you can click that plus sign. The thing is if you go to stories from Messenger, you get less options. So I would always encourage everybody to go from your profile, click on stories, and get started there, because then you get the music option, which they just added and is super cool. And you can do all kinds of fun things. Some extra tips, you'll see that people do videos on there. So you can download up to 30 seconds on your stories for videos. So you can quickly do a video of something you were thinking about, or you're just at the nail salon and you broke a nail, or just whatever, something cute and funny. You can record yourself, and then you can post that video, and then you can do all the you can add music to it, you can do whatever. So there's lots of fun things you can do. I would highly recommend checking out other people's stories for ideas, writing down ideas, seeing what draws you in. And then again, highlight your company, but some people, you'll look at their stories and it's just sales. Like some companies really push that they push and reward you filling up your stories with their branding. But the thing is that we want to create curiosity. We want people to know, kind of wonder, what do you do? Why does she do that? How did she lose weight? What's she doing on keto? We want people to reach out, engage, ask questions, be curious. So, if they're on your stories and everything is, buy this, do this, there's a skincare company that really does this. It's just nonstop, use this skin and look younger, sign up for our opportunity. But it's just nonstop, and it doesn't really show the consultant's personality, who they are. It's just all what the company wants to brand. So I would just encourage everybody, whatever genre you're in, whatever service, whatever product you're selling if you're in network marketing, if you're in business, just remember that your story is a way to show people stuff that's happening behind the scenes, who you truly are. Some of the mess, you guys, show the mess. Show your sock drawer and how you've got millions of pairs of socks that need to be paired, or show some real life stuff. People love to see who you are behind the scenes. So keep your news feed really intentional with what your life, it's kind of like this advertisement for your life. These are the highlights. These are the things I'm proud of. These are the great moments of my life. You're staying positive in your news feed. Your photo and your profile really represents you. Your cover photo is highlighting a healthy life, a great lifestyle. But your stories are kind of like what's happening behind the scenes. You could try and do push-ups or something, and every single day just jump on there and be like, oh my gosh, I did 3 push-ups now, or whatever it is. So have fun with it, you guys. And if you have any questions, just reach out to me, message me, and hopefully you have some fun. And that's enough to just dip your toe in and get started. Take care, and bye for now.